right, welcome everyone out to Van Sessions, where we do play live music sets just outside a van inside the Monarch Building. My name's R. Brand, alongside Todd at the top, who's down at the Yeti Bash right now. We are the Banyan Collective. Today, Van Sessions is proud to partner with Ogden City Arts and First Friday Art Stroll. So, helping produce Van Sessions, Ian, thanks so much. Appreciate it, with Miniature Planets. Tonight's show is being recorded live as a podcast. You can find all Van Sessions podcasts on iTunes and Spotify by simply searching Weird Van Sessions. Find all other Banyan Collective produced podcasts, including the Ogden Outdoor Adventure Show, Literally, and the new Nine Rails Arts podcast by searching the Banyan Collective on iTunes or your favorite podcast app. Share the love tonight. Hit us up. Use hashtag Van Sessions and hashtag Ogden Arts or at the Banyan Collective or at Van Sessions on all your social media posts. All right, are you guys ready? Up now on Van Sessions, this is the Snarlin Yarns.
Her heart has been broken, her head is confused. She believes in love even though belief's abused. Still it seems that she has her confidence, though her choices are out on the fence. Where she speaks to the moon, yeah, and does a little dance, yeah, turns around and puts us all in a trance, yeah. Sings her baby a sad song, yeah. She went to the mountains just to clear her head, so close to God yet so far from her bed. All she had were her own thoughts, but she did not want to hear them, no, because of the cause, yeah, which held her back anyway, yeah. Gently she kneels and softly she prays, turns around and says, I know that God knows I did no wrong, no wrong,
that's your grist, that's your griddle, for your kettle, for your fiddle, for your muddle, for your twist. For your word thrust, so take a little sand grain, rub up the hip against it until the pearl comes rising, pearl comes rising, the pearl comes rising. Hello, moon, are you a quilted dentures dipped in some plutonium? Hello, mountain, hello, I said, are you my old good dog's jawbone? All yellow through the smog, and I can see the heart monitor bursting. I can see the heart monitor bursting.
decision, she will live by her deeds. She's her own savior with responsible needs. Just a little more confidence so she can step into the presence and away from that bench, yeah, which held her back anyway. Yeah. Gently she kneels and softly she prays, turns around and says, I know that God knows I did no wrong. Oh, oh, wrong. Oh, wrong. Oh, oh, wrong.
Yeah. Snarlin Yarns and Van Sessions.
Thank you.
Thanks so much, everyone, for coming out tonight. We are at the Monarch here, and thanks to the Monarch, because as you can tell, it's like it's a one-pooper operation. So if you have to go to the bathroom, you have to wait in line a little bit, perhaps. But anyway, thanks to the Monarch for hosting us this evening, and thank you to Snarlin Yarns for coming out. So let's start with Snarlin Yarns. Let's go ahead and whoever's in charge here, introduce the band.
This is the Velvet Hammer, William Paulette, formerly of Kilowatt and 16,000 other bands.
That's right.
That over there is JBF, Jason Barrett Fox. The J Bird, if you will, or JB, if you will. And this is Downtown Mayor Brown.
Mayor Brown Bird.
Downtown
And I'm
Mayor
Abraham
Brown.
Smith. Nice to meet y'all.
Abraham.
All right.
Howdy do, howdy do.
We're all family tonight. Come on, that's awesome. So the Snarlin Yarns, I'm happy to have you guys on. First time we saw you was at, or I saw you was at the Ogden Nature Center.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Terrible.
That was bad.
What was that? We were terrible.
Sick and it was
Was that in the summertime?
There was.
It was
Okay.
tough.
Yeah, it was the, wasn't it the
Beer Fest.
Birds and the Brews Festival?
Birds and
down there,
Brews,
which
yeah.
We love the Nature Center, and
We love it.
William worked there for
I was
a
featured
while.
naturalist there for a long time.
Oh, very nice. Yeah.
We have
So,
various connections there.
what birds did you work with? You work with all of them when you worked there?
What's that?
Which birds? Did you work with all of them?
Mainly the kids.
The kids. Okay. the craziest of them all.
That's right.
All right. Talk to us about that first song and why'd you lead off with it?
Pardon me?
Talk to us about that first song and why'd you lead off with it?
It's one we've been playing probably the longest in terms of our original stuff, and it's an easy one for the fiddle and the mandolin to get in there, and for Abraham to start weaving a yarn and telling a story, and so we just go with that.
Yeah, that tune's by William, though, so
We
it's
felt comfortable with it.
lovely.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yeah, so we're only playing originals tonight, by the way. That's,
Yeah, only original.
Thank you so much. So go ahead and introduce song number 2.
All right. This tune's called Pharmacy Girl. I'm not gonna say any more about that.
Get it.
Well, won't you cross it out? Wanna see more than your smile over hazy world a while if I do. You always at the elbow with your withered little hand, and your home is covered with cotton scars, or I could be your man. How do you do? How are you for throwing away the good things and starting something new? How are you for throwing away the good things and starting something true? I said heal, I said feel, I said touch me do. I said healing, I said feeling, I said love me true. Well now, I live in a barroom with the streaks across my nose, and my eyes are turning yellow, and that smoke hangs off my clothes. When I met you at the pharmacy when can't cure all my ill. How do you do? How all you both thrown away the good thing and starting something new. How all you both thrown away the good thing and starting something true. I said, heal me, feel me, and touch me do. I said, heal me, feel me, love me true.
I'm just a little lonely cricket. I'm the loneliest cricket in town. I'm like a skillet full of Skittles, turned up to 105, 107, 109. I've been down 1-800. How to get sick every time I saw you. Every time I saw you, I was checking my blood pressure that said prairie grass in a windstorm. Then I rose up out of there and I saw those eye patches right there in the CVS, the Christian Value Store. And I got me an eye patch because I'm sailing the sea, the salty wine dark sea. I'm coming for thee, I'm trying to get sick. I'm smoking potato chips. I'm eating red meat 9 days a week. I'm sitting in an easy chair and falling asleep in it. I'm watching infomercials about Caligula and cholesterol. I'm trying to lose it so you will offer me the fingernails of your hand as the pharmaceutical on demand.
When I lay my hands on you, carrying you queen, but you would not cry for me, my girl, when you lay me in my way. But now we join together like a rust off funny said, and my pain is stitched to your sweet skin until you see me dead. How do you do? How all you both thrown away the good thing, starting something new. You threw away the good thing and started something new. I said, heal it. I said, feel it. I said, love me too. I said, heal it. I said, feel it. I said, love. Thank you.
Thank you.
Snarlin Yarns on Van Sessions. Thank you so much. All right, for those who joined us late, maybe you missed Isla Long with her Celtic dance, Irish beats, celebration dance over here. So we are selling tickets tonight, $15 for Celtic Beat, March 9th, I believe, at Piers Egyptian Theater. So if you're interested and you want to get your Irish on, there'll be 2 live bands that night over at Piers Egyptian and a bunch of dancers. So thanks, Isla, for that. All right, so Snarlin Yarns, let's talk names. How'd you come up with it?
Well, I leaned back on a green pillow, and just like a long old caterpillar, a piece of green yarn fell out. And then I said, we are the Snarlin Yarns.
That's the best answer to a name we've ever received.
So,
right, so that's
what you lean on is what you love.
You know, one thing that a lot of people don't know is that physicists in particular, are really interested in the patterns of how yarn snarls. So if you're interested in like learning about the physics of how yarn snarls, there are several interesting articles on that in peer-reviewed journals. So check it out. That's why I like the name.
All right, so that's a good lead in. So my name's Todd. I'm the other half of the Banyan Collective and the Van Hetchens. Thank you so much for coming, everybody. How
you so
similar is this song the next time you sing it?
Completely different.
Completely different lyric-wise, etc.
Entirely so.
Because, I mean, you told my story with that last song.
Sweet.
And I don't think I'm the only one that's saying that right now.
So I was instructed not to speak more about that song for legal reasons.
But we always say with the yarns that it's never the same river twice. When you
Heraclitus,
come out
baby.
and hear us, so.
Oh, I like it. So I asked before we started, do you have any stories? So let's get to your story after this next song. Introduce the next song.
This next song is one of my originals, and it's called "Don't Go Fishing," and it's a little bit, kind of a little bit in the vein of Taj Mahal, but instead of a, my baby's going fishing song, this is a "Don't Go Fishing" song, and it's just kind of speaks for itself. But this was the first song that I wrote. I don't go fishing off the company pier, 'cause you know where that'll get you, dear. I don't go fishing off the company pier. There's nothing but heartbreak with a boss from hell. Nothing but heartbreak with a boss from hell. So when your eyes do wander and your heart does ponder, don't you, sister, don't you even wonder when your hands do touch and your heart does flutter. Don't you, sister, don't you care too much? I don't go fishing off the company pier, 'cause you know where that'll get you, dear. I don't go fishing off the company pier. There's nothing but heartbreak with a boss from hell. So when you look for money, where you get your money? Don't you, sister, even if you're lonely, when he takes you out and you're feeling tipsy, don't you, sister, just your head on back. I don't go fishing off the company pier, 'cause you know where that'll get you, dear. I don't go fishing off the company pier. There's nothing but heartbreak with a boss from hell. Oh no, don't you go.
Don't go.
No, don't you go.
Don't go.
No, don't you go.
Don't go.
No, don't you go.
Don't
I
go.
don't go fishing off the company pier, 'cause you know where that'll get you, dear. I don't go fishing off the company pier. There's nothing but heartbreak with a boss from hell.
Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go.
Oh, don't you go.
Don't go.
I dreamed, must have been because
Don't go.
I ate the boss from hell, which was 33 burritos. That's the year Christ died. I got a t-shirt for it. Now I was laying in bed, a little dyspeptic on the inside.
Don't go.
I was restless in my dream, and I dreamed.
Don't go.
And then I popped up like I was in one of those
Don't go.
old cartoons where the monsters come in the door.
Go.
And I saw up on my chest my very own heart like it was an Aztec sacrifice. But where did the obsidian go? Where was the obsidian, Lord? I think that's the night sky all shining like plastic. And then my heart, it could not walk. no arms, no legs, it stopped, dropped, rolled. And it rolled down that pier. I watched it going towards the glistening, glittering lake. Oh, if only Dorothy Wordsworth were alive, she would sing. I saw the glitter come, because as it tumbled down the pier, my poor little agile heart caught splinter after splinter. And then it was full of splinters out of the edge of the pier. It was more flammable than a beer full of kerosene. And it glittered out of the edge. And then this big old be-whiskered catfish flew up sideways like Herman Melville was riding him. And it sideways bent like a gymnast made out of eels. And it caught my heart, and ever since that day, I am static electricity.
Don't go. Don't go. No, 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 oh, no. Don't you go, oh,
no, don't you go.
oh,
Don't go fishing off the company, 'cause you know where that'll get you, dear. I don't go fishing off the company. There's nothing but heartbreak with a boss. Nothing but heartbreak with a boss.
All right.
Thanks,
Snarlin Yarns on Van Sessions. When Melville makes an appearance in a song, that's always a good thing.
There he was. You never know when old Hammer and Hank's gonna show up, but there he was.
Do you need that plugged in over there?
I'm going to pull it out for a second.
Okay. I don't remember which one that is. Hold on, time out. Guitar, 5/6.
2, I think.
Plug your ears, everybody. Here comes some popcorn for you.
Here we go. Unplug.
Oh, we're good.
There we go. Yep. Easy as that. So this is the Snarlin Yarns, and this is Van Sessions. We're doing a super set this evening of some Snarlin Yarns. Typically, it's only 4 songs, and we cycle through 2 to 3 to originally 4 bands, and that was a little much. So thank you so much for hanging out with us tonight for a full double set, double the pleasure, double the music. So 8 songs from the Snarlin Yarns, and we are 3 in. So story time with the Snarlin Yarns. What do you got? Mara.
Well, we got all kinds of stories. What kind of? Do you have a
How
what
you guys
kind of?
know each other?
Well,
too?
yeah.
That's kind of a cool part of our story, if you want.
Well, we all professorized up at Weber State University, and Mary's a lawyer in town for this city of Ogden.
The 3 of us, I think. The 3 of them. So I think it's kind of cool.
That's
that-
how we got together.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool.
So we resist the peace, and Mara keeps the peace, and
That's the way that goes.
we all constellate around her talent and her kind nature.
Right, right.
I think it just makes a good synergy, I think, between all of us, and we kind of all are hanging out together during the day a lot of the times, and I just joined in when I can. So
Oh yeah, you act like you get along so well. When you're writing a song, who takes the lead?
Depends on the song. We each bring our own material in, and then we learn it and shape it and adapt it and mess it up. For one another.
yeah, I think with a couple of my songs, because it's harder to be a songwriter when you don't play the guitar, or So I'm a lot of times I'll come up with lyrics, and then these guys will help I'll have an idea in mind about what it should sound like, and I'll probably record myself singing it, and then have an idea of what the tune is like, and then these guys will fill it in. So I think for my songs especially, there's a lot of collaboration involved.
Yeah, and then how do you come up with the final product?
We have yet to do that.
Yeah, there's no final product. Yeah.
Good answer. All right, introduce this next song.
This is a song called Roll On. Abe's got a dedication for it here.
This is for Scott McWaters down in Tuscaloosa, Alabama.
Different guitar. Same cable.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Mr. Abraham Smith here, ladies and gentlemen. Give him a round of applause to make him feel welcome.
Oh, thanks. Thank you. You can crawl in the O's in Tuscaloosa. You can crawl right through the window of an O. You can get down in an S. You can rob a little diamond off that snake bag. You can dig your hands down in that red clay soil. You can come up with a whole Orion of fire ants, all kissing you with their lighter eyes. And I dreamed I was a spoon, also silver, and you, my love, were laughing until you consume me like the bonfire does the birch branches up there by Canada where I was raised. And late at night, oh, the spaghetti bowl and the NASCAR and the helium of the coyote roaring, ululations, prayers beyond crossing your fingers, beyond crossing your fingers. And I dreamed I was a cricket in a tumbleweed. And I was concussed every 16 inches as that tumbleweed had the mind of the zany wild wind. And I knew then in my cricket brain that I was Tom Brady throwing gooses up through the winds, and the gooses were retracting autumn again. And I dreamed I was Brett Favre on a tractor outside of a little town in Mississippi, leaving bad tips all around the kill. That's that little part of Mississippi. And Mississippi sounds when you put your big old ear to it like this.
Heartbreak will down you and leave you beaten by the pros. Success will spoil you and lift you up till you got nowhere to go. So roll on if you're a winner. Roll on when you're low. Roll on when you're lonely. Roll on, amigo. Roll on, roll on. Roll on, amigo. Roll on, roll on. Politics divide us, subjugate us to a new low. Society separates us, segregates us from everyone we know. So roll on if you're lucky. Roll on when you're low. Roll on when you're lonely. Roll on, amigo. Roll on, roll on. Roll on, amigo. Roll on, roll on. Roll on, amigo.
Thank y'all.
Rolling on, amigo, rolling on. Nice. Snarlin Yarns on Van Sessions.
Brandon, can I pop this again? I broke another string.
You did? Yeah, go for it. Well,
There's a rule in the yarns that you break a string every 14 seconds. That's sort of what we do.
did you pop that out? All right, every 14 seconds, is that what you said? Yeah.
We're pretty quick. We're string breakers.
You're playing so damn hard over there, that's why. So,
That's exactly right.
yeah. Well, that's good. All right, again, this is Van Sessions, and this is the Snarlin Yarns, and they're breaking strings and having a good time tonight, so thanks, everyone, for coming out.
Yeah, thank you for coming.
So, yeah, where are you from? Where are you from? All from Ogden?
Yeah, we're all from Ogden.
How long you been here?
Ogden, so we're an Ogden band.
We are.
These days.
Yeah, these days.
But Abraham's from all over.
Alabama, Texas, and Wisconsin I'm from.
And Jay Bird.
Yeah, I'm Kansas by way of Arkansas.
And I'm Ogden by way of Oregon and New England.
Oh, nice. That's opposite coasts, yeah. All right.
So this next tune is called Captiva. So my mom was a interesting character. She grew up on her own island in the Florida Keys. They were squatters on the island. They're the only family there, and one of the cool things about songs is that they can keep your memories for you. And so this is that. It's called Captiva. He brought his family to an island with shallow sulfur spring, and 6 kids, a band, and a fruit stand kept made of the thicker thing. She's making mud pies in the springtime, catching lobsters in the fall, getting tangled in old mangrove roots while Daddy tried to get a haul. You young thing, you young thing, new things grow old. You young thing, you young thing, how things get stole. There was the captives on Captiva. They watch where the current goes. The boat's taking on water, and everybody knows. Well, the storm is growing stronger, and the waves are crashing in. Baby's dangling her toes in the water, top the bunk bed she's in. Well, he grew into a young man, just as edgy as a knife. Stabbed a man on Tuesday, but didn't take his life. He hired him on Thursday to help him with his haul, but they didn't take all the money to him, 'cause his boat couldn't hold them all. You young thing, you young thing, new things grow old. You young thing, you young thing, how things get stole. Well, later he quit drinking and spitting in the well. He figured all those ghosts may not bear him ill. Watch his kids grow older and wither in the rain, like branches folding backward against a hurricane. You young thing, you young thing, new things grow. You young thing, you young thing, how things get stole.
They never told me not to wipe that Vicks Vapor Rub in my eyelid or in the inside of my mouth upon my tender gums. And the next thing I knew, I was dreaming of a Florida, not in the shape of a glove, not in the shape of a boot, not in the shape of a paw, not in the shape of a paw, not off in a trap. A three-legged fox wandering through the woods, like a flame that won't catch, like a flame that won't catch, like a flame that won't catch. We hauled those old catcher's mitt out of the attic and tried to play. The ball hit him 5 times and the whole thing fell apart because old cows want to lay down and dream. Old cows want to lay down and dream. And this is what I dreamed in my Vicks Vapor vision. I saw this manatee right where the salt water sweetens. I saw this cranky alligator too. And the 2 of them were doing some kind of dance under the big old black bear claw moon. They squirm like yoga, like polka, like the mazurka, like I don't know.
Well, you got to feed and the poor, got to thinking about the past. Running that door past the Coast Guard post and then running out of gas. Watching the sun go off to jail and serving well and all, like branches falling back where his boat couldn't hold them all. You young thing, you young thing, new things grow. You young thing, you young thing, no things get stolen. With a captive on Captiva, watch where the current goes. Let the boats taking on water, and everybody knows. And the storm is growing stronger, and the waves keep crashing in. Bears dangling her toes in the brown water, top the bunk bed she's in.
Thank y'all for hanging around. Snarlin Yarns, y'all.
So good, so good, so good. So now we're all fans. Where can we find you guys? Yeah, Spotify, YouTube, like where are you guys at?
We're very mysterious.
Uh-oh.
We're on
you have
your
to go to live
podcast.
concerts, yeah. All right,
Low
podcast first. Well, I appreciate that. Well, spending some time with us. It pays off, right? Because you can find us. So really, like, I know you're on Facebook, but anywhere else?
We're like the guerrilla band. We just, striking the night.
I love it.
Yeah, we're getting more of a social media presence. We have busy lives in the daytime, but we're working on it.
Yeah, we do play out pretty often lately.
Couple times a week.
We're down at Roosters for brunch, maybe once a month or so, and we've been kind of starting on some night gigs. We're down at the Funk and Dive next Saturday night. So.
Yeah.
That'll be a really cool show for us.
With my daughter, Joselie Paulette.
Yeah, I reached
Incredible.
out to her to try to get her to open for you guys tonight, but she was busy, so she'll have her own show apparently soon.
I certainly hope
She shall.
Yeah.
right.
Well, thanks again for coming out. You got one more or 2 more left?
We got 2 more, and then we're
Two more.
out of your hair.
Right on, man. Let's hear another one.
We got 3.
Oh, 3.
Oh, I'm sorry. I miscounted.
How about that?
Who's counting? But we
I
got
wasn't
3
counting.
more.
I was just enjoying it.
They're quicker than the last one.
Math is not our forte. Fortunately, we can play music a little bit. So this is going out to Boston in the audience there, and this because this one was kind of started off. I wrote it on a beach, so it's kind of then I kind of finished it up in Ogden. But. Tide so low it'll break your heart. The end of the day has come. Walk down to the end of town. The lighthouse had called you in. I thought you would be my forever love. Didn't know you would go. Thought the breakwater would keep my heart from breaking. The waves came crashing in. The tide so low it'll break your heart. The end of the day has come. Hear your words, but they don't make sense. You're not the same person anymore. You say you're stuck and you can't get out. You can't find your way back to me. See the town, but I'm feeling lost. Don't know where to go. The tide's so low, it'll break your heart. The end of the day has come. I see you sometimes walking down the street. You don't look like the man I love. Walk on by without even a smile. Past has clearly gone by. Walk out after a night of rain. The heat of the week has gone. It's a new day and a new town. I'll never forget your love. Tide so low it'll break your heart. The end of the day has come.
Oh no, my elephant heart, it's not soon to forget the way that you sparked me once. You were like some railroad cinder. You were like tinder swiping right. You were like a octopus. You were like a sour candy that I couldn't get enough of, all right. So I'm walking out across that moony, drifty, drizzly, weird, soggy, kelpy situation. And I say, I'm gonna shut my eyes and walk out, and walk out, and walk out, and walk out. Because I'm a metronome, and I'm a little sticky seabird, and I'm gonna shut my eyes. And so I did, and I tripped. I tripped right away, right over a vertebrae from a pilot whale, a narwhal, if you will. And I picked that up, that old vertebra, that little old spine chunk, and I looked up at the sky, and I saw absolutely nothing but the sky. So then I said, check it out, y'all. I'm going to the beach forest. I'm going to the beach woods, that sandy, sandy scrub woods. And I got in there with my little old binoculars made out of whalebone, and I watched a chickadee pop from branch to branch. And I said, boy, you really do pop. You really do thunder. You really almost sound gruesome, Mrs. Chickadee. And then I realized that I was seeing but hearing my own heart thud like a swamp. I was seeing Mr. and Mrs. Chickadee in the beach woods, yes, but my old heart was thudding like a swamp.
Tide so low, it'll break your heart. The end of the day has come. Walked on down to the end of town. Lighthouse called you. Tide so low, it'll break your heart. End of the day has come.
Thank you, thank you.
Mayor Brown.
Mayor Brown. Downtown Mayor Brown.
What's that? Can do.
All right, this is our last tune.
Songs about going down Highway 89. down Highway 80, I don't know. One of those places to go out to the dungeon of open space. I'm in a Wyoming state of mind. I'm in a Wyoming state of mind. Just wake us in the morning when I cross that state line. I'm in a Wyoming state of mind. Don't eat the butterflies from Colorado. After painting that big Montana sky, find your spud in the pines way up in Idaho. After making them white Utah eyes.
All right.
You're in a Wyoming state of mind. You're in a Wyoming state of mind. We'll wake you in the morning when we cross the state line. You're in a Wyoming state of mind. Tell us about it, Mayor Brown. Isn't that nice? Oh, it sounds like that way up the Devil's Tower. Up to the big Horn Sheep Swell. On up into the T-Town. Abe will tell you about it. Yeah, Mayor Brown.
Oh, you can get out in the wind. Say Wyoming fastest, wind. No runway, you can't be composed. You got a nice awkward way of ricketying along. I-80 out in the wind. And all that snow coming down like aprons made out of asbestos coming for you in your nostril. And I got off the road. The wind was knocking me around. I was just before Sinclair and I could smell it. And I got in there in some little old gas station. Looked like Cormac McCarthy was hovering in a helicopter telling them to get ready to pop old Smithy Bear. But I got in there and I said, you got any spicy Cheetos? And the guy said, uh-huh, just like he was trying to draw up water from a well. And I said, thank you, sir. Got back outside where there was a dead old payphone just standing there, sort of half-cocked. And I looked a little closer, and by God, it looked to be a bald piece of peppermint gum, or no, fruit stripe, right there on the lucky number 7. And I was sort of watching all this because that's what poets do. They stretch their eyeballs until they're all around the backside of their head. So I watched it, and I said, by God, there's a sparrow coming down like a turn, like a switchblade, like a knife, if that's not too redundant to say. And the sparrow plucked from the lucky number 7 that peppermint or fruit stripe gum and carried it up. And I thought, oh my, oh gravy, oh Lord, oh gosh, oh galoshes. I'm so delighted to know. Next year, sparrow around Sinclair will have that peppermint fruit stripe in their lung.
There's nothing between Nebraska and South Dakota. All that emptiness has so much to hide. But way back in the wild and the wilderness, there's a peace of mind we all need to try. We're in a Wyoming state of mind. Come on, help me out. You've been there.
We're in a Wyoming state of mind.
We'll
Wake up in the morning
when we cross
cross
that
the
state
state
line. We're in a Wyoming state of mind. Yeah.
Nice, thank you.
Paulette.
We got one real fast, real quick one, then we'll get out of your hair.
Taking us all over the country. Thanks so much to Snarlin Yarns on Van Sessions and best band poet ever.
Thanks. I appreciate that. What we do is we just
One more for you, Brad.
Do we have time for one more?
what our deal
All right.
was is we just said they're gonna play their songs, and then I'm like the little piece of iceberg lettuce that floats up through the pita sandwich, you know. Lord knows what I say, never the same thing twice. Y'all come see us because the volcano will spit different lava next time.
I was trying to. I was
that's
hoping
right.
to remember it all and
Never
write
the
it down.
same.
I've never heard so many different things put into songs. This is fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right. This guy's called Applesauce Blues. 1, 2, 3, 4. Found me under the bridge, scratching edge. Got no life as a son of a bitch. I got two things going, one thing lost. Got a pocket full of babies, applesauce, and mom been yelling, the bridge been crawled. 2 steps forward and 1 back south. Walking in the path that Jesus crawls. When no one's watching, nothing's lost. When no one's watching, nothing's lost. I'm gonna save you. Gonna save you from yourself. Gonna save you. Gonna save you from yourself. Might find me under the bridge drinking a beer, cause God knows I'm no civil engineer. Got a PhD in 1 dry sock under the freeway, looking where to get off, and my beeper's beeping and the walls are hot, and all I have is all I got. Seeping seems someone's right. I'm halfway home when I get caught. I'm halfway home when I get caught. I'm gonna save you. Gonna save you from yourself. I'm gonna save you. Gonna save you from yourself. I found me under the bridge, ready to take a little spoon, chase the bucket dogs on the road to room. Got 2 false numbers and a 1-out wall. Feeling sideways till the pills wear off and the baby's wailing and the walls are cold and the whole gosh darn block's been sold. Well, in the pay that Jesus stole, no one's watching, no one's bold, no one's watching, no one's bold. I'm gonna save you, gonna save you from yourself. Gonna save you, gonna save you from yourself. Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Jason Barrett Fox, Mary Brown, Abraham Smith. I'm Little Bird. Thanks so much for coming out.
Thanks for
here.
coming
Thanks
out.
so much for the band
Thanks, y'all.
sessions, Brandon.
Thanks
and
for
Hope.
having us.
Incredible.
You guys are awesome. So awesome. Thanks so much. We'll be back again next month in March, so everybody come on out. Best attorney professor band I've ever heard. That's all I'm saying.
Oh, appreciate it.
Thanks. Snarlin Yarns. Good night, everybody.